Mbiyamano sana umwanchi omuli betaseni kia Ndizi TV na kwasemera kwanu nakwabire gukwego kelia emerobelio imigetaseni kia Ndizi TV na biro binde nendengo kwaligania asemesa eyamangana maya elindengo manyie na rebereka gokolekana kora chingongo chansi inyechensi astinse mwachiche mitandao asensemo ya Facebook na bakwenda gutubwatia gwetera Ndizi TV News Digital na bega sensemeria YouTube gwetera Ndizi TV News asensemo ya website na botunya gwetera www.ndizitv.net iritere Fridah Kerubo nalio kaeneke na chibi chane lio giria wekera sole asenchira ya bene nere Epolinaris akama astinsemo chibi orkelio nigotokubwata nere Joshua Auta chinga kitoro chomo MC kurwase wodi ya Masimba boss Mairura abereka komochia serikali county ya Kisii hanamono asoko baga chibesa cha magendero gochia asechi wodi na boigo abali mibeke meligie chae kurwase nsemo ya Nyamache niko babolie serikali ya county ya Kisii kwaeneke mnango basirere magega hiende meroba bete bakogora na boigo ko simeka emete asechi director chabere chikonia emete yo yabwenete kokonya factory yo mwanchumuliense ya Kenya nigo yabetrense ese yo gwanchira nago kora obonchirelia asebinto abirabe bikoni gakora sense ya Kenya gocha Chinsa chirichesiko asamangana lengete chisemi nigo mwaziri wechisemi Ezekiel Machugombaki abereka weso kebene nabo yukoralia amabaga yo gosoa asense moyi secondary asaboroki wabali babete bagwikaransira amatemo KCPE umwako yiga mwanchumulie ayongati yali nkwaliganete asumo borogobolero toskatonyigira ngwena nanda segekeke kerbosio elinde ngomanye amange Mwanchi omuliereri yango kwaligani bene linde tobeto gusanga asobwamo gochakabono igago ika omwelio Amayia yebire bigani yongo yachaka kurase county ya Kisii asingo kumanyibuna omwe bwe wodi ya Masimba boss Mairura nigabereka kumochia serikali ya county ya Kisii anamono asense moyo kubaga chibesa cha magendero okwana asigeti ya Masimba chinga kyale kwana na esugukugo cha asaba menye bensemeyo nigo aganirie omugavana bwe county ya Kisii kwaeneke bunanko bagali chibesa gochia asechi wodi
Oro mushara akinya zaru naro muya emetere ga itire gari uronga ga twaro sete naro biga to barembere to sanke atari amana maronge ina ruso tukupomba ko rinto meshimo so atangani kwanaga ekera bako beka chibesa 8 million yogembo 30 million Nyamache 100 million yogembe town Masimba 0, Gesusu 0, Ilono 0, Nyagita chito chozi bijana ribari 0. Omana wanda inga kati nkobi alazi kana maro yorogire. Inga kati nkobi ko senkure. Nkure na singa. Marega wanda na Simba sikama yaribari. Marega wanda na Simba sikama yaribari. Ngarakia sama okoiga. Amana montebi inago orendo rachire eso neti chia serikali bobo sio bomo unaacha mocho bomo yake na hadi kwa 2027 Simba na wale tukura haya mimi nataka kuambia gavana ya Kisii leo mchana mweupe chibesa tu anaingia 39 million akarusha akaila 21 million kore board amana gonda angenichiko tambo kambe tembe bwa enche na akanya kama mwana Mairura gaiga are ntama gendero gaiga chibara chiosi pina rege tachia wodi gaiga are ntega gaiga erolo gosere buya enya gitari aito Masimba ga ere kwa maruo amario ementwa banya gitari ere kuchira zanere 8 million mune
abalemi bekemeligie chae kurwase factory ya Nyamache nigo babolie serikali ya county ya Kisii kwaenekea ngo bakonyere amagega yechi director kurwase factory yokonya emete asabalemi abo babete bagusimeka elinde gokonya ase factory yo okwana nigo bairira ogotaisaneka kwabo ase abachi director echo ase baenekire buna nige getambukirike bweneta kuimukirwa elinde kwaenekea buna nkonyora bale emete yo
Elieta Samsoni Anchinga. Emeteye abalimi banyamache yabaeteti togoro mugondo tosimeke mete ligere matumisi ye factoria ajense baje ejigo sambe chai lie ekolosiwa ligo ko rachinko to karora tigato simeke mete ligere abalimi banyore chibesa lakini sasa bono ya iriru bona abalimi banyamaji abakorera serikali bakonye serikali ya Ruto bakonye babwati asemete yachiete bigo to koboria serikali etokonye biamono
omurimi inde buye chae nararimire chae gwetani miaka 30 lakini rende abagakambale babwate birengerio biye bakagora asa bakasimeke mete echigo kolega asise factory endo kyo kumingelianga atokonyora chiro lichitene muina umuisondega kwangoiga chigo cha kuyemete yasimeke twechigo kweyeke chae ito tonyora mbesa etokonyera abana lakini echae atoigwete emetega duwete nga igeonire nabantu bara tutamaidinga mbabo ngabawon timete ito and as under the new management ya KDD ero besa ndo mete ndo bakole ndo kosimeka mete kuchikosichae na ende onigwe tumanyo chukugole mete ndi tokosiyere chae ikineke bekenan
Aboro kigwa emilioni yemo nukta inye abo bakorete amatemo wa KCPE omwako yega nigo barachie kwenyorera amabaga ao asingencho yogosoa secondary ase omwaka ogocha okwana omwaziri w'ekisemi Ezekiel Machogu Ombaki nigo aboli abayiboli kwaneke bna nkwero bire barebo ikiranu nabayigo kwaneke bna abana babo babere bagwikirana ase chiskuru kitariki 15 cy'omwaka ogo boigoni gabagakori eira guchikobwa tukachibesa echo kirabe kigosira kisemi ase chiskuru cyoboroso na baigo chi secondary ase chingaki chibwenerete
all the 1.4 million candidates. Today I wish to announce that all the eligible 2023 KCPE examination candidates have been placed in all our public secondary schools. However, all over 80 runners have been forwarded to the Directorate of Adult and Continuing Education for placement in adult and continuing education institutions. It is important to appreciate the fact that the selection and placement exercise was strictly guided by the principles of merit, choice, equity, affirmative action, and availability of space.
Umuraibense Dr. William Ruto nigo litkoria lero abetainse eseyo gwanchirana ase okobwaterana asobokoreri gati yense ya Kenya na boigo chinse chiobomo bwa Europe okwana chingaki cy'umuyego yo nigo anikebna enenchera ya moyo gukinya uchumi ya Kenya asabali mibarabe bakwenyorera amabaga yokonia ekemeli kyabo gochya chinse chiri chesko.
Through this agreement we are signaling to the world that Kenya is ready to manufacture and export high-value premium products to Europe and to the world at large. And I trust that this ceremony will inaugurate the arrival of investments in other manufacturing areas, including chemicals, pharmaceuticals, medical supplies, and equipment. And Madam President, let me just inform you that just last week, we went out to provide infrastructure. There was an announcement last week of investments that will be required in our special economic zones. We have 6 of them in the works. We're now going to provide the infrastructure in those special economic zones, and we're looking forward to investments from Europe and from elsewhere so that we can use these facilities with very high incentives to develop manufacturing and value addition capabilities, especially for adding value to our products. Between myself and the county governors who are present here, we are improving the market value chain, building 400 markets across Kenya and another 47 county aggregation and industrial parks as a mechanism of ensuring that the whole agricultural value chain, all the way to the exports that will find themselves into Europe, have a trace and chain that will provide.
Omorai bwobomo bwa Europe Ursula von der Leyen nigatebiribuna okubwatirana gwa Kenya ni Chinsa ekyo kya Europe nigokora kikoba okwingencho mono anomono asinse ya Kenya erabe kegokonyika okwana nigo anikebna nigo okubwatirana okukora kikoigora amabaga yemirimo ane asinse ya Kenya erabe kegosira uchumi yabo.
Then, as you said, President Ruto, the agreement is open to the other states of the Eastern African community. And this makes Kenya a trendsetter, a pioneer. You're showing how to move forward. We encourage the other Eastern African countries to join this economic partnership agreement. They can only benefit from the regional integration. And of course, it is here in the region important also amongst yourselves to open the markets. And finally, this agreement also mirrors our shared values. It includes provisions on labor rights and on gender equality, and the most ambitious provisions on climate and environment that we have ever had in a trade agreement with an African country. Why was this possible? It is possible because Kenya is a champion what protection of climate and environment is concerned. And this is a domain where Kenya leads by example. I was here in September for the Africa Climate Summit, and you really made Africa's voice heard and you set the tone. I will never forget how strongly you advocated that you are part of the solution. It perfectly paved the way for a successful COP28. And this is also your success, dear President. I want to thank you for that, for your determination and your strong stand.
Omo Prime Cabinet Musalia Mudavadi nigaenekebuna okubwatirana oku nigokora kikoba gukuigora echiro enene ane asibinto bya Kenya ochia Chinsa ekiricheisiko oigo nigo aenekebuna nige chireyo erabege koleta obuya asinse ya Kenya anomono asoba onchirelia barabe bagokora obonchirele bwa boikiranu nabo igo gokinia uchumi ayo erabe ngencho ase serikali ya Kenya kwanza nabo igo goikirania e manifesto yabo.
This ceremony marks an important milestone in the Kenya-European Union strategic dialogue that was launched in June 2021. It marks a significant step in the two-year negotiation process and cements the long-standing friendship between our two regions. The European Union is Kenya's second-largest export market. The signing of the European Union EPA opens up opportunities of increased market access and diversification of Kenya's exports to the European Union, particularly horticultural products. I also note that this trade deal includes substantial development and cooperation elements with a focus on sustainable provisions. These include climate action, environmental protection, and labor rights, amongst others. It will therefore be a catalyst for sustainable economic growth. Finally, allow me to appreciate the Kenya-European Union collaboration and look forward to the ratification of this promising agreement. I am confident that its implementation will contribute to the realization of our President's bottom-up economic transformation.
Omo waziri w'obonchiriria Rebecca Miano nigagokera egitambukiro gyokubwatirana na Kenya n'obomo bwa Europe ase aliira gusira ewizara y'obonchiriria nabo igokweneke bunango korere emirimo yabo bwikirano kolende nigo aliira gucha ase abonchiriria kweneke bunango basirale nabo igo ase ebinte binge birabe bikorokora sense ya Kenya gucha Chinsa ekiricheisiko oigo nigaeneke buna ekirenge kenene no kweneke nango ikirabale ase bintu biri bikonirwa gucha Chinsa ekiricheisiko batali gwakana bangende yonsi.
today's agreement heralds a new era where Kenyan goods gain immediate and permanent duty and quota-free access to the European market. Over time, European goods will also gain preferential access to the Kenyan market. We celebrate this relationship and urge for strengthening to pave way for today's trading relationship to morph into tomorrow's investment as value addition puts more money into the pockets of small and medium enterprises, both in Europe and in Kenya. Be assured of my ministry's full support to ensure that fruits of this agreement nourish in an
Egati ababunge kurasoba mawabwa Kenya kwanza nigo bairira gutaisanika kwabo kubwatikana no bokoreri kurwa ase abisi ya DPP okwana nigo bainekebna ebisa byobokurumi nigo bigendete comment kana ase bali babere bakubwatikana na mangana yobokurumi bataraba bagwikigwa busi bwekigambiro nabo igokona kirwa ebina byabo.
Courts are saying that the DPP is not doing a good job. So we want to ask the EACC and DPP, please, where our money gets lost as a country, as parliament, we will not sit back and watch as bodies under our charge mess up investigations, people go scot-free who have stolen government money. They must put energy in proper investigations.
Tunaona hii office of the DPP inatuangusha kidogo. Kwa sababu wakati tuliangalia vile hiyo kesi iliruliwa, judgment ambao iliandikwa na magistrate alisema wale witnesses wote ambao walikuwa waitwe hakuna hata mmoja alikuwa cross examined na DPP. Inamaanisha ya kwamba DPP wamepeleka kesi kotini, lakini badala waende wafanye cross examination ya those witnesses, they are not doing that. And
Mwanchi umurigereria kurwa soroboti uruni gona ikira omwelio wa mangana maya asebire biga kurinde toska tonyegera ekoraga ensa eyemo ayona mange nonyore asinchira eyobekiranu nabakwenda gutubwatia sinsemo chiche mitandao asinsemo ya Facebook gwetera Ndizi TV News Digital nabiga sinsemo ya YouTube gwetera Ndizi TV News asinsemo ya website nabagotonya gwetera www.ndizitv.net maga chikamera soko nekibna evi channel yogi lyagwikira sole asenchira ya benenere Apolinari Sakama bakobwatirana na Abigail Nyanchama iretari ne Fridah Kerubo tobeto kubwatanere Joshua Auta astinse moche bierkelya twara obuligereria borobya.
Ndizi TV, ubwansu bw'omu Gusii.